Guys, it's Ashley. I wanted to start out this video. Obviously you can see I have some projects laid out here for you guys. I'm actually applying for Dee's design team, which is Elegant Embellishment. She's going to be opening her store at the end of October. And I finally decided that I wanted to put myself out there and apply, because I love the things that she carries. They're completely my style. So I wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about myself. If you don't already know or you're not a regular subscriber, I've been crafting for a long time, probably about 10 years. I really started crafting when I was in high school. So I'm 25, that tells my age. I really started crafting when I was in early high school, and I really just did kind of scrapbooking and things like that, more so layouts. I would say in the last 2 to 3 years I've gotten more serious about it, and in the last year and a half is when I actually started my YouTube channel to share my creations. If you regularly watch my videos, you know that I love shabby chic. I love to do whimsical designs. I've dabbled a little bit in mixed media. That's something more that I want to expand on, and I've started to kind of introduce it slowly with some gesso and things like that, and mixing textures and layers and everything. But today I'm going to show you a project that is more so kind of a mix of shabby chic and whimsical. And what I came up with was a crafty kind of Happy Meal idea. And I came up with this a while back. I bought some fry boxes, some plain fry boxes, and I thought, how cute would it be to make something like a complete meal, like with the fry box, a bag or a container, and then like a hamburger or like a chicken nugget box. And so this is kind of what I came up with. And first thing I want to show you is the bag that I created. Now, I used a designer paper line. I used a line on all three of these, and I had to play around with the measurements before I came up with this. So it was trial and error to figure out, because I didn't want it to look like a treat box or anything like that. I wanted it to actually look like a fast food bag. So I used this pleated trim and this flat back pearl trim here in my stash. I used this gorgeous brooch, and then I added on these little baubles and charms here, just a mixed collection, and I hot glued this little bronze rose onto here that I had. And then on the back I just decorated this around the sides and left the back plain where the seams were. And I actually created this using like a scoreboard to get all of the folds and everything. And like I said, it was trial and error, but that's what crafting is. It's all about trying new things out. Sometimes they work, sometimes they turn out awesome, and sometimes it takes you a couple times to get it right. So basically what I did was I cut notches in here to make it actually look like a little fast food bag. So you guys know whenever they fold your bag down, usually when you get fast food, that's kind of the shape that it takes on, but it's more of a classy edge to it. So I thought it was super fun. And then here on this fry box, like I said, this was something that I purchased. I deconstructed it and laid it down on a sheet of the designer paper, traced it and cut it out, and then glued it all, hot glued it back together, and then glued the paper on so that it would be easier, so you didn't have to cut different sections, because I have altered one of these before, not quite as elaborate, but it was much more difficult to do it that way. So you learn something new every time, and that's what I love about crafting. This here, burlap, I used to make a wrap around the container. I also used some mesh bling, and I used some pearl trim around the top. And then here on the bottom, I have some roses and some little mini roses here that I did use glitter glue on to kind of tone them down a little bit to match with the paper collection better. I have a cameo here, and then I have a little butterfly, and then of course I have some little wheat sprays and some little adorable candies as well as some bling here. And then on the inside, instead of french fries, I took some of the kind of vintage style clothespins, and I just wrapped trim from my stash that I used on the project. And then just this really fun trim here that I had on my stash. Makes me think of like a 20s flapper with the fringe and everything. And I used that on a recent project. And so it just makes like a cute little design. And then there's also a little bobble here. So that's the little altered fry box. And then this was the most difficult piece, I would say, to construct. What I did was I took an old box from a restaurant, and I laid it down, I traced it, and cut it all out on designer paper. And that, believe it or not, was pretty difficult because of the way the notches and the grooves are, but I really love the way it came out. Again, paper from the same designer collection, and then I used this really pretty trim here, this flat back pearl trim, and then this little lace here on the bottom, and that wraps all the way around the box. So I did the sides and then the back separate so that the box could still function. Then on the top here I used some bling. I used some more roses from my stash with the glitter glue, a little candy, and this gorgeous iridescent brooch. I love it so much, really pretty. And then on the front I created a flower cluster, and again there's glitter glue on here. There's some little tiny flowers tucked in, some gold vintage style buttons, and then some more wheat sprays, and then there's some of the little wheat sprays are tucked in throughout. And then I just wanted to show that it is functioning and it does hold a good amount of weight. So on the inside I just have a bunch of just random goodies and stuff from my stash. And so it does hold up very well, and these do fit into the bag. It is a snug fit because you guys know I love to embellish, so I have to have everything very, very dimensional. I do, as you can tell, I love laces and trims, cameos, flowers. I mean, that is just the epitome of me, and so that's why I really wanted to enter this design team call. Dee is super sweet, and I've gotten a chance to check out the channels of the other ladies who are supporting her, and they make amazing work, and they all seem really super sweet as well. So I just love to join in on the fun and meet new crafters and, you know, just create. And I love to create when I have a reason to create, so I feel like I could definitely be inspired by all of the gorgeous things and the gorgeous people that are involved with Dee and her store. So thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think down below, and be sure to check out Dee's channel. I'm going to leave a link down in the description bar below regarding the DT call. And that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another project. Bye!